Okay. Hello guys, Dusty here with another pickup video. I hope you're enjoying these like smaller snippet style pickup videos where I do one or two scores a video. Just because, it's better for analytics, better for YouTube, better for me, better for you, because I don't think you guys like to have to allocate like 50 minutes of your life to watch some fat guy talk about the crappy bot. But we're doing another pickup video, and hopefully you can't see right there what I had just gotten. Okay, there we go. Because I want that to be a surprise. But yeah, we picked up some stuff, mostly PlayStation. So let's get started with a Goodwill score that we actually got. We went to the Goodwill. And we actually went to the Goodwill the first time that day and saw a freaking Sonic the Hedgehog 2 cartridge for $3. It was just the cartridge and had gunk on the contact, so I wasn't going to do that. And for those of you keeping up with Dusty Do, I currently do not have Sonic the Hedgehog 2 on the Genesis. Yeah. The most common it's like freaking Super Mario World. It's just eluding me. I've been trying to find it, and I think I had picked it up like 3 times, but what had happened is I think I had sold it twice, and then one of the times I sold it, eBay screwed up my shipping labels, shipped out the wrong games to the wrong people, so I had to ship out my personal Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and yeah, that was a stupid, ugly situation. But what are you gonna do other than make sure eBay does not screw you over? What are you gonna do? Well, we're just gonna wait until we find another one. But anyway, we saw that, we didn't pick it up, and there was also like Barney there for $3 on the Genesis, which I wasn't gonna do either. And now I believe only Barney is there. So yeah, somebody bought that Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I don't know if they're just desperate or don't want to shop on eBay or something like that. But yeah, you can get like a $5 complete one if you try hard enough. But anyway, we went in there the second time that day, thinking that they might throw out some more Sega Genesis games, and they ended up having PlayStation games out there. So, for starters, they had, I picked up basically all of them. They had Cool Borders 4 for $1. Each of these were $1, by the way. And I picked this up not knowing if I had the Greatest Hits version or not. I did have the Greatest Hits version, so this was a waste of time. But it's a good jewel case and everything like that. So, I mean, that has a little bit of value to it in my eyes. Where am I going to put this crap? I'll just put it right here for now. Okay, and then we got Medal of Honor, which I did not have the original one, in a backwards case here. Just a moment. We'll fix this. We'll fix it, guys. Yeah, and all of these are like moderately scratched, but overall they exist. They're in playable shape, and they were $1 a piece. So how can you say no to that? We actually got Spec Ops Stealth Patrol, which is yay, I guess, for $1. That's fine. We got Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 3, which I was actually missing the booklet for, so now I have that complete. Then we got Tom Clancy Rainbow Six Rogue Spear, complete in here for all of $1. I'll usually pick up PlayStation 1 games if they're not crappy sports titles for $1. You might as well get these things while they're freaking cheap as nails, because, you never know when they're gonna just freaking screw up the pricing. But yeah, then we got another copy of Spec Ops Ranger Elite. I bought this not knowing what condition my one that I had in was, but I think this one is actually like in exactly same condition. So don't know what I'm gonna do there other than cry about it on YouTube. Then we've got Sled Storm, which I did not own, but I like these kind of games where you're playing on what are these called? Snow things? These kinds of things. Yeah, and I like racing games, so, not bad. Fine for $1. Excuse me as I try to fumble my way through life here. Okay, we're gonna do it this way. There we go. There we go, and then we're just gonna hopefully never open that. Alright. We've got Medal of Honor Underground in here. This one's disc likes to fall out, but yeah, it's in there and it's complete and everything, so. Hey. And then we got, last but not least, in fact, really, really, really not least, we got Spyro the Dragon in Crash Bandicoot Warped Back case. Yeah, it has Spyro the Dragon in it, but the back case, unfortunately, is Crash Bandicoot Warp's back case. But that's okay, because, you know, I did have Spyro the Dragon, and I have the Black Label version, so I did not have the Greatest Hits version, so I'm going to add that to the collection. And, by the way, if you're wondering what the difference between the Greatest Hits versions and regular versions are of PlayStation games, like the discs themselves, see if we can find it. I'm trying to find frickin' Spyro the Dragon here. Dang it, this is really inconvenient. Okay, come on, I have it down here. Okay, this is embarrassing. Oh, that was about to... I was trying to put my weight on, jewel cases, and that usually does not work out properly for anybody involved. Oh, yep, I guess it just disintegrated. Oh, let's try to sit on the bench here. So, yeah, but the difference is, the Greatest Hits versions are kind of like this two-tone color, while like laser-etched thing where the actual discs are, in fact, in full color. So, yeah, for the most part, besides like Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 3 from what I've seen, which Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 3, the Greatest Hits and the regular version seem to both be colored. But anyway, next pickup is a little happy sad. Yeah, so... we have been on eBay trying to find some of the Persona games for the past 2 months. And we finally found a good enough auction. I went for it and won it for $75 freaking dollars. All right. This is a pretty decent chunk of change, right? $75. I usually do not spend that much on a game. But I decided to go for it. Persona 2 is what we found, Eternal Punishment specifically. But yeah, this is the one I was really going for, because this is the only one I do not own in any incarnation. I own Persona 2 Innocent Sin on the PlayStation Portable, as you can see if I pull this off here. And then I own Persona in the regular version. And then I own Persona 3 on the PS2 and PlayStation Portable. And Persona 4. And I've already pre-ordered Persona 5. So, that being said, yes, I am part of the problem. But, oh, anyway, yeah, and now this is all knocking over. So, it was a stock photo. I kind of took a gamble on it, and that gamble paid off big time. This thing is in perfect condition. Like, perfect. And they said it was in, like, new condition, but, you know, I don't like to believe stock photos. Okay, and here's the thing. This thing was in perfect condition. Like, the manual, look at this manual. This has never been freaking opened before kind of condition. Like, look at this. There is nothing for me to nitpick here. Alright? Just the case is in perfect shape. Oh, and I should mention it did come with a, like, slightly cracked front case, but I put that on Gran Turismo 2, and I put Gran Turismo 2's on this, so, yeah, no, it's all good. Like, it's 100% perfect, except, put it in my PS3, and you won't be able to see this, I doubt you'll be able to see this anyway, but nice big scratch along, you can see a better picture of it on my Twitter, go follow my Twitter. But, yeah, you got a nice big scratch on there. But other than that, disc is absolutely perfect. And that really makes me mad. I made sure to get a nice little angry tweet to old Sony. And, yeah, still haven't heard from their PR, but I really wasn't expecting to. Come on, do you think I'm like a big YouTube channel or something? Yeah, and that's something that's always like really frickin' made me a little crazed, is like, the second a big YouTuber posts something on their Twitter, like, the support staff is like on the ball. You know, you got like frickin' me here, I post something on Twitter and it's like, what of it? Yeah, you don't matter. But anyway, yeah, it makes me very wary about buying a PS4 now, with that whole disc situation. From what I hear, you know, looking through, like, everything, just Sony really makes disc laceration machines. I mean, that's what they do. I mean, most versions of the PS2, the PS1, the PlayStation 3 have been known to lacerate discs. So you've gotta get a very specific version of each console to make sure that your discs will not be destroyed, which is why I won't use a, like, one of the original launch PlayStation 1s that have the, composite out. It's just they lacerate discs, from what I hear anyway. I mean, I've never really experienced it myself. But yeah, and that's why I use the certain PS2 that I use. It's just entirely because those are the ones that are supposed to be most reliable. And I've had Persona 3 Fez in my silver PS2 for like frickin', how much am I up to now? Like 30 hours of gameplay. And yeah, no noticeable scratches on it. So I might just have to go ahead and the reason I tried it in my PS3, by the way, was because my PS2, I don't know, something outputting through component, just it didn't want to output the display of this game. So I might have to just plug it in through composite and play it that way, or I might just have to emulate it, or I might just have to burn a disc. But I don't know. I feel very wary about using like my physical PlayStation games now, and that's kind of something like really different with cartridges, because like Earthbound, guys, I will use my frickin' Earthbound cartridge any day of the week. Like, this is a $200 frickin' cartridge. I don't care, just slap that in my Super Nintendo, and you know, it's never gonna get in any worse a condition, right? So, yeah, though I do keep it in this protective box to make sure that the world does not destroy. And by the way, I've been a little I know this is like really rambly, but I've been kind of conflicted of doing something, and I was thinking about maybe asking Twitter, though I really don't get responses on Twitter, if, you know, you'd be interested in it. Banggood is selling a frickin' bootleg Earthbound cartridge for like all of $13. So do you think I should pick one of those up and do a video on it, or do you think that's just going to be supporting the scumbags who sell those things? Because, like, I don't know, I don't know if I'm doing more harm than good. Because, like, if I had a big YouTube channel, I would do it in a heartbeat and just show you, because, you know, I'd be creating public awareness of this kind of thing. But, you know, with, like, my 4 or 5 constant viewers, I think I'd be doing more harm than good. But let me know in the comments if that's something you want to see. And if it is, then I'll go on Banggood and order one. And by the way, you'll be seeing a pickup from Banggood in a little bit, hopefully in like, what is it, 12 to 20 business days. But yeah, so that's back to, you know, let's go back to the actual video game video where I talk about video games. That I picked up, right? The pickup video. That's what these things are called, right? I don't know what they're called nowadays. Anyway, we picked up another game on Amazon. I don't usually do this very much. In fact, I don't think I've ever bought a game on Amazon before this one. But the series has kind of interested me ever since I heard of it like 2 weeks ago when I heard they were going to be making the final game in the series. So I figured, you know, I'll pick up the first game in the series and see if it's something that I like, and maybe, you know, I'll go on to the next few games in the series. I know there's a lot of games on my backlog that I need to play yet. I mean, freaking half of my Wii U games are sealed, but that is, I'm part of the problem. Anyway, yeah, so we bought this. That it's freaking interesting, and it was like fairly limited print run, so they really didn't make too much of this game, particularly in the US. But we've got 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors. Yeah, this looks freaking cool. It's basically kind of like one of those interactive puzzle solvey style things that I really enjoy, because in my old years my reflexes have gotten worse. So that being said, this is a pretty cool pickup to have gotten for all of, how much did I pay for this? I think $20 on Amazon, shipped with Prime and everything like that. So and you can get it cheaper on eBay. Like, I think there was some $18 listings on eBay, but I'll pay the extra freaking $2 for Amazon's customer service and the fact that I've never gotten screwed over buying something on Amazon. So yeah, that being said, 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors for 20 bucks. I can put that on the shelf now, and I've ran out of room for DS games. But anyway, this has been Dusty. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all next time with a pickup that comes from eBay. That is going to be a little interesting, and something I'm really excited to see arrive. So thank you guys for watching. I will see y'all next time. Take it easy.